A man found a dried-out chameleon on the roadside. After examining it, he sprinkled some clean water over the little creature. Would you leave a heart emoji to bless this little one in the comments? Your kindness will bring 1,000,000 angels' blessings upon your family. The man administered rescue breaths. Then he began CPR. Miraculously, under his relentless efforts, the chameleon showed a faint reaction, a slight movement at the corners of its mouth. Thank God, the chameleon gradually recovered. The man started feeding it nutritious food by hand every day. In return, the chameleon kept the man free of annoying flies. After the period, the man noticed the chameleon digging in a flower pot. Beneath the soil, he discovered it had laid many eggs. Soon after, the eggs hatched, and tiny chameleons emerged. Strangely, these hatchlings were remarkably affectionate towards the man. Truly, this is the beautiful reward of love. Ellie found a poor dog curled up in the middle of the road. Fearing it might get hurt, she picked it up and took it to the animal hospital. After an examination, the doctor said the dog's condition wasn't good, as it had internal bleeding. The medical staff fed it some food and bathed it, but the dog had to stay in the hospital for further observation. Not long after Ellie returned home, she received a call from the hospital informing her that the dog was no longer able to eat. When Ellie and her daughter arrived at the hospital, the dog was already unresponsive. Unfortunately, despite the doctor's best efforts, the dog passed away a few hours later. Ellie and her daughter were deeply saddened. Ellie even felt guilty for not having found the dog sooner. You might not believe it, but just a few days after the dog's passing, Ellie saw a dog online that looked very similar, waiting for a new owner. She rushed to adopt the dog that very night. Her whole family loved it, and it helped Ellie feel that some of her regrets had been healed.
Oh my God, a few baby turtles were stuck here. Rod immediately rescued them from the hole and took them home, where he cleaned the dust off their bodies and gave them fresh vegetables to rehydrate. Look how eagerly they're eating. They must have been trapped in that hole for a long time. This little one has leaves all over its mouth. Rod wiped it clean. After they were full, Rod placed them in his garden to soak up sunlight. Of course, he didn't forget to mist them regularly to keep them hydrated, or they could easily become dehydrated. Look, these two little ones are even racing each other. So cute. By the way, Rod also filmed a stress relief video of the baby turtles eating fruit. Let's watch it together. Yes, you read that correctly. These tiger cubs are being cared for by a mother dog because their biological mother, a first-time mom, didn't know how to look after them. So, this great task was entrusted to the dog. Although they are different species, the dog still treats them as her own, carefully nurturing them as if they were her children. Under her care, the tiger cubs became gentler. As time passed, these once small cubs grew into the mighty rulers of the jungle, yet they remained very dependent on their dog mother. Wherever the dog went, they would follow closely. If they couldn't see her, they would anxiously search for her. Their most content moments were spent snuggling up to the dog. Even if they made mistakes and were scolded by her, they would never get angry or hurt her. Whenever the dog sensed danger, she stood up to protect them without hesitation. Despite her much smaller size than the tigers, it is a mother's nature to protect her children. In the dog's heart, these tigers will always be her most beloved children.